So again, both Forrester, so Gartner's talked about, the small thinking about big data. Forrester's also recently reported on Saffron, particularly in our associative approach for dealing with the diversity of data. So if you look at the words big and the words data, that's the small thinking, that's the limitation. If you look at the other dimension, one other dimension is velocity. Not just that it's big, but it's coming at us all the time. One case that I think everyone's familiar with is Twitter. So Twitter doesn't just sit there as a data repository. It is constantly arriving, globally. So it is big, but its constancy and its real-time nature is really pushing the technology to be real-time. In particular, how do we, whether it's Twitter or blogs or new transactions, new customer experiences, new problems in global risk, new threats in a particular geography, or new mergers and acquisitions, new supply chains. The world is changing. The world is changing. And we are stuck with old technology, for instance, rule-based systems that assume the world is fixed. That, okay, I understand the world and I can write rules on how to deal with it. Well, they get out, aside from other problems, they get out of date. Or in statistics, we assume the world is fixed. Give me the data. I'll build you a model, for instance, fraud, or model of fraudulent behavior. Or in cybersecurity, a model of what a certain attack looks like. The problem is that attacks are changing. The bad guys, the enemy, is thinking and changing. And so what we need for velocity is not just handling it in real time, but the models themselves, the rules and the statistics are problematic. We need something like, again, I'm a biologist, psychologist by training, so I'm always thinking about how the brain works. We learn in real time. We're always adapting. So as we move into the future, it's not just that data is big, but it's coming at us all the time, and its fundamental nature, what's in the data, the relationships, the causes and effects, the patterns, if you will, are also changing in that velocity. And so we need a new approach that's, again, more brain-like, more the way we think, more natural, that is able to adapt to that changing world as well. Because the world is constantly changing in that new velocity of data, which is increasing.